other one to 15, and it's like, is there really a big of a gap with the twins?
Again, this is like the nuance that comes along with scouting. There are people that have them 3 and 4, like one right after another. Then there are people that have Amen as a second or even third talent, and they have Ausar like as a late first, second round draft pick.
I've seen that.
And then there are folks that have Ausar higher because they feel like he's going to transition easier because he is succeeding without the ball in his hand. Where then there are people that think Amen is going to be better because he's good at essentially everything but shooting. So people will assume like when that shooting comes around, he will be an unstoppable force. He's already getting to his spots without being able to shoot. They're both freak of nature athletes.
Yeah, bouncy.
There's a lot of variability with how you want to look at this. I'll kind of share. I have Amen, I want to say 7th on my board, and then 6 or 7, and then I have Ausar at 11. So I have them a couple of spots away from each other. I'll be honest, I had them further apart than I did coming into the year, but Ausar is like answering every single freaking question that I had coming in. And when I have a board, like I have a range, right, Chris? And unfortunately, at some point, you got to slap a number next to a name. But like I could be talked up a couple positions. I don't think I could be docked down any more than 11. But I could be talked up probably a couple of spots. And I definitely understand why people are higher on Ausar than they are on Amen. But this is where draft philosophy comes into place. And there's no perfect answer. I just have them the mindset that Amen as a jumbo creator, they both have crazy speed. The passing ability that he has is greater than that of Ausar. They both are terrific defenders. Like at 6'7", ball in your hand guy, like Chris, you see it all the time in the NBA. Like if you're big and you have a height of eye advantage and you're quick twitchy and you can get to your spots, like that's hard to get. And there are teams that can get him in a system and help that jumper come around. You know what I mean? But scouting his projection, I am a glass half full on the shot with him that it can get better because it's hard for it to get worse, right? So, but everything else that he does is very nice.
Yeah, and also, development is also where you go to. Like if one of these guys go to the Spurs,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, right?
We know one of them.
Yeah, and and the Spurs are, in a way they're trying to that word.
They're trying to get. They're trying to get wimpy.
They're doing it the nice way, I guess, if you want to call it that way. The competitive way of taking. But if they go to the right system, that development just goes more. So that's
New Orleans is doing a lot of nice stuff with their developmental staff too. So
they really hit the home run in New Orleans with their development and trusting their guys and just letting it go. And they're deep. I mean, they got guys that could probably be starting somewhere else. And giving, and it's crazy. But that's important is where you go, because we've seen there's certain teams you don't want to go to. I won't mention a team from a city that I'm pretty familiar with that doesn't really do that, but it all depends where you go to. All right.
And I'll tell you, they're both like super nice kids, dude, like really down to earth, very aware of where they are in their developmental process, very aware of how they need to get better, very receptive to coaching, very receptive to feedback, and are also pretty confident in what they are good at too. Know, so like there's a lot of good character qualities associated with both of those young men.
Good healthy balance of competitiveness and confidence.
Humble but hungry,
Humble but hungry. Yes, I like that. I like that. I might put on a t-shirt. You guys are good with merch over there. You might even merch this.
Maybe we'll see.
Put it on.
We'll see what Corey can do.
Yeah.